Welcome to Animal Atlas. Come with us around the globe and explore the animal world and its jungle animals and desert creatures. We'll meet wildlife on the savannah and see our underwater friends. And animals from the Arctic Circle. Anywhere, everywhere animals live. It's always an adventure. Today on Animal Atlas, we're paying a visit to some special creatures who, by their very appearance, bring to mind danger. Scary? Yes, until you get to know them. You probably guessed it. These are tarantulas, which is just the common name for a group of big, hairy spiders. Tarantulas live in warm areas around the world, from open deserts, like the Mexican red-kneed tarantula, to subtropical forests, like the magnificently colored Venezuelan green-bottle blue tarantula, to forested woodlands, like the Missouri tarantula. Though tarantulas are found on all continents except Antarctica, the majority are found in the rainforests of South America, where it's fertile and damp and filled with strange living things, a perfect place for the biggest spiders in the world. How big is big? The male Goliath bird-eating spider has a leg span of 11 inches, the size of a dinner plate, and weighs up to 3 ounces, which means it would make an audible plop if it fell out of a tree. Now that's scary. Spiders aren't insects, but they are invertebrates, or animals without a backbone or an internal skeleton. Instead, these arthropods have an exoskeleton and a body that consists of 2 main parts, the cephalothorax, which is what we might think of as the smaller, hairy, round part where the legs are attached, and where the pedipalps, or the feelers, and the eyes are located, as well as the brain, the jaws, and the stomach. The second part, behind the cephalothorax, is the abdomen, and it contains the heart, the guts, the reproductive organs, and the silk glands. Tarantulas, like all spiders, have 8 legs. Each tarantula leg has 7 segments with tiny claws on the tips. Though they have, if you can believe it, 8 eyes, tarantulas don't see very well and can really only tell if it's light or dark. Tarantulas belong to a class of animals with a rather frightening name: arachnids, which includes scorpions, some of whom may not be hairy, but they are huge and scary-looking, even on their best days. Tarantulas are predatory carnivores who hunt prey on the ground nocturnally or at night, but they don't spin webs. Unless they live in an underground burrow or in a webbed burrow in a hole in a tree. What do tarantulas eat? A variety of insects or other spiders, and even small birds, small lizards, and snakes. Who eats them? Bigger birds, lizards, and snakes. Hey, that's the way it is in nature. But we don't fear these big hairy spiders because they're big, or hairy, or eat birds, but because we've heard they are poisonous and therefore a danger to us. Yes, tarantulas kill their prey with a bite from their fangs. Spider fangs aren't fangs like, say, the teeth of a big cat, or like the teeth an alligator would have. Because it's not sharpness that counts in the world of tarantulas, but the ability to deliver venom. The tarantula's fangs are like hospital needles that serve to release venom into the bodies of their prey. What is venom? A toxin or poisonous compound that can subdue, paralyze, or kill. The tarantula's venom not only kills its prey, but there is also a chemical in their venom that helps dissolve the victim's flesh. And if that wasn't enough, tarantulas, like this huge Brazilian salmon pink bird eater, can crush their dissolving prey with their powerful mouth parts. Afraid now? We needn't be, because we're not frogs, small birds, or small lizards and snakes. We humans aren't on the tarantula's menu. And in fact, tarantulas, especially those in South America, aren't aggressive, but rather solitary and shy, and would rather hide from people than bite them. Tarantulas actually can make good pets. And some, like the Goliath bird-eating spider, are roasted and wrapped in banana leaf and eaten by whom? Humans, of course. But aren't tarantulas dangerous to humans? No. There's no record of any human being dying from tarantula bite. A bite from even the biggest hairy spider is only about the equivalent of a sting from a bee. Even from a tarantula the size of a pizza. But you knew that, didn't you? Actually, the black widow spider, a spider that lives in dark places like drain pipes and under logs in North America, is not big and hairy. But it does have extremely toxic venom. How toxic? This spider's venom is about 15 times more poisonous than some rattlesnakes. But despite all this, their bite is rarely fatal to humans. How about to crickets? Well, that's a different story. But prey are prey, and black widows get hungry too. Our big, hairy spider may not appear to have much in common with the much smaller, hairless black widow. But if you look closer, spiders are structurally the same. 2 body parts, 8 legs, and in the case of the venomous ones, jaws with fangs. Yes, there are some arachnids whose bite is fatal to humans, and when we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll hear their side of the story. But first, let's see if you can guess this animal fact. Which animal is not poisonous? A. Tarantula. B. Sea cucumber. C. Queen Alexandra's birdwing butterfly. Or D. Pufferfish. The answer coming up when we return to Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? Which animal is not poisonous? The answer is A, the tarantula. What? Not poisonous? What about those fangs? That venom? There is a tendency to label animals who use toxins or poisons to kill prey or defend themselves as poisonous. But these are actually venomous animals, not poisonous animals. Our tarantulas are venomous. So is our black widow spider. And so are a number of reptiles, sea creatures, and insects. These are all venomous animals, not poisonous ones, because they have a method to deliver their toxins. Tarantulas have fangs. Scorpions have stingers. So do bees. And wasps. Tentacles, of a great variety, provide another efficient way to deliver toxins. Poisonous animals, on the other hand, have a toxin in their body, or at least in a part of their body, which may kill or sicken an animal that eats it or even licks it. Poisonous animals use toxins as a defense. In the passive manner of poisonous plants that likewise are living in just about any environment, from the tropical rainforest to the swamp to the woods. There are butterflies who are poisonous. There are sessile invertebrates under the sea that are poisonous. And amongst the many fish in the sea, some are poisonous, like the moray eel. What animal is among the most poisonous animals in the world? No, not the great Komodo dragon. You'd be surprised. It's a frog. A little frog with beautiful coloring, the poison dart frog. Did you ever wonder where the poison came from that tipped the blow darts of certain tribes in the rainforests of South America? From these frogs. The toxins in the skin of these amphibians comes from their eating a type of ant, which has eaten a type of poisonous plant. The resultant toxin is very powerful, and the golden poison dart frog is reputedly the most poisonous animal in the world, with enough poison in it to kill 10,000 mice. These animals, though, aren't aggressive, and they don't have any way to deliver toxins to their prey, which includes, besides ants, tiny beetles, termites, and centipedes. Panamanian golden frogs, too, are frogs from South America that are beautiful to look at, but deadly poisonous. Why don't we fear these animals? It's probably the delivery method we fear more than the toxicity. Poisonous animals tend to be fair warning creatures. Just ask yourself, why are these frogs so beautifully colored? And not colored or designed for camouflage, like other creatures in their neighborhood. Because they are saying, symbolically, danger, danger, don't eat me, I'm poisonous. It's as if they came with a warning label on their skin. So that's what a poisonous animal is, an animal that's poisonous if eaten, or sometimes even bitten or licked. A venomous animal, on the other hand, has specialized organs to deliver the toxin it possesses. After spiders, who's the most feared of the venomous arachnids? That would be, of course, the scorpion, an ancient animal that's been crawling around on the planet for easily over 400 million years, and looks like it. Like spiders, scorpions have 8 legs, but their exoskeleton is hard. Maybe not as hard as a lobster's, or a crab's, but pretty hard, compared to the more squishy spider. Like spiders, scorpions live just about everywhere, from deserts to grasslands, to rainforests, to prairies, and even near the seashore. Most scorpions are nocturnal predatory carnivores that eat insects and small rodents. And yes, these are venomous animals with a stinger rather than fangs, which is located at the tip of their tail. Are they capable of killing people? Of the 1,500 or so species of scorpions, about 25 species have venom that can be fatal to humans. In a scorpion's venom, as in the venom of the black widow spider and the cobra, there are neurotoxins which kill by attacking the nervous system, causing pain, paralysis, and eventually death by heart or lung failure. But honestly, the sting of most scorpions is more an irritation than an injury. Like a bee sting or a tarantula bite. Even the fearsome-looking emperor scorpion from the tropical rainforests of West Africa isn't much of a threat to humans. When we come back to Animal Atlas, we'll meet some more venomous creatures. But first, let's see if you can guess this next animal fact. What snake is not venomous? A, the rattlesnake. B, the viper. C, the python. Or D, the cobra. Don't go away. The answer coming up right after this on Animal Atlas. We're back. Did you guess the right answer to our question? What snake is not venomous? The answer is C, the python. No, the python isn't venomous, but this Burmese python, native to the rainforests of Southeast Asia, is one of the biggest snakes in the world, and a predatory carnivore that eats birds and mammals. How does it capture prey without the use of neurotoxins? The python seizes its prey with sharp, backward-pointing teeth, then wraps its body around the prey while at the same time contracting its muscles. The prey is thus asphyxiated, no toxins required. But just so you don't get the wrong idea, the Burmese python makes for a good-natured pet. Snakes in general often get the bad rap for being venomous when they're not. Like this northern water snake, who is not venomous, but is often mistaken for the dangerous and venomous water moccasin. Actually, of the 2,800 kinds of snakes, only about 1/10, or 270, are venomous. Rattlesnakes are venomous, and so are vipers. And so are cobras too. But most snakes aren't. How is venom delivered by venomous snakes? Pretty much like the tarantula does, with fangs. Bees are insects that are famous for their sting, but their stinger is for self-protection rather than overpowering prey. Like the scorpion, a bee's stinger is on its tail or lower abdomen. And interestingly, it's only the females who can sting. Wasps, like bees, are six-legged flying insects with 3 main body parts, compared to the spiders too. And many, including this paper wasp, can sting. Are wasp or bee stings fatal to humans? No, not unless a person has an allergic reaction. So what venomous animal is truly dangerous? You might be surprised, but we have to head out to the ocean to find it. Nope, it's not this creature. The giant Pacific octopus may seem venomous, but it's not, though there are some venomous octopi in the sea. On the other hand, sea jellies may not look the least bit dangerous, but they are. Don't be fooled by these soft bodies and the fact that the sea jelly is 99% water. Those are stinging and poisonous tentacles used to catch fish. Venom may not be delivered by fangs or a tail stinger, but poison is delivered through stinging cells called nematocysts. Tentacles, in fact, are a great way to deliver poison, especially for sessile animals, or animals that are not free-moving, like coral or sea anemones. Yes, sea anemones may look like flowers, but they're actually predatory animals. Those tentacles are studded with microscopic stinging capsules. And the sea anemone knows how to use them, at least on everything within its grasp, with the notable exception of its good friend, the clownfish. Rays are cartilaginous fish and a sort of flattened cousin of the shark that has forsaken the side-to-side swimming motion of the average fish for the graceful flying wings look normally reserved for those in the bird family. Gracefulness aside, there are some rays who have spines on their tails that can poison other animals. What are they called? Most appropriately, stingrays. The stingray, like the bee, doesn't use its stinger for hunting prey, but for self-defense. Another self-defending toxic monster of the deep that lurks in the waters of coral reefs from Western Australia to Japan, where the fish populations are varied and breathtaking, can be found living a slow-moving and solitary life. Who is this? The turkey fish, one of the most poisonous of all fish. Turkey fish? Okay, they're also called lionfish. Is that better? Though truly beautiful to look at, with its vivid colored vertical stripes, this fish is lethal. Those spiny fins may look decorative, but they are actually needle-sharp spines that can inject a powerful venom into would-be predators. Dorsal, anal, and pelvic fins all pack a poisonous punch. But the lionfish's coloring, just like our poison dart frogs, is a big warning sign. If you eat me, you'll be sorry. Of course, so will the turkey fish. Poison, of course, isn't the only deterrent against would-be predators. Skunks, as well as the giant African millipede, rely on emitting a foul odor. Some animals use threatening sounds, like the giant hissing cockroach, who, well, hisses at would-be predators. Both the porcupine and the echidna possess spines, which are not in any way toxic, but which are pointy and sharp, and so discouraging to many predators. The giant prickly stick likewise practices this method of predator prevention, while a great many of the animals in the world rely simply on camouflage. Sometimes subtle, sometimes extravagant. No, there aren't that many animals who are poisonous or venomous, but they are noteworthy all the same. We've met poisonous frogs, and poisonous fish, and venomous snakes. We've seen creatures with stingers, and creatures with fangs. Predators with tentacles that open like flowers, or that drift along with the rhythm of the ocean current. But of all the animals that have shared their deadly secrets today, the most unforgettable has got to be our tarantulas. With names like Goliath bird-eating spider and Brazilian salmon pink bird eater, we would expect to be impressed. And we are. Whether they come from the state of Missouri or have red knees. These are big, hairy spiders. For more fun animal facts and news, visit our website at animalatlas.tv.
The internet is safe.
See you there. Don't go away. Animal Atlas will be right back. Until next time on Animal Atlas.
Frank!
Steve?
You smell that?
All I ever smell is bear.
You, sir! And you! Ah!
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Hey, Tim.
Gloria! I've got bird flu.
Aw.
Hey, did you hear Steve the rat fell off a bridge?
Wake up! Oh, 5 more minutes. Let's know the cadence.
Gentlemen, we'd better leave.
Yes, we better have. Yeah, you better run.
I didn't order this.
Come here, you.
Once again, we've traveled the globe from North and South America to Africa and Asia to Australia and every fascinating place in between. We've met all kinds of incredible animals and learned some important facts about their ability to survive and flourish on our planet. And with our help, we'll make sure they're around for a long time to come. Join us next week for another amazing adventure on Animal Atlas.